Playing Minecraft with friends can lead to anything: interesting adventures, a fun get-together, or death. This is not a typical ARG where abnormal events occur in Minecraft. This is a story about a Let's Play of friends who decided to play Minecraft, but all this led to the fact that one of them died. The story is very sad, and at the end it even becomes scary. I took the idea from the disassembler Mindtech Espanol. He found this channel called Jorge65, a Spanish channel of an ordinary player who likes to record his adventures and post them on YouTube. Today we will analyze all the events that were in these videos and understand why all this led to death. But before this video begins, I ask you to subscribe to my channel. We are going to the goal of 10,000 subscribers, and please help me with this goal and just subscribe. Don't forget to put your like and write in the comments how you like this tragic story. And we begin. The first video is called April 11th, 2020. It all starts with the guys logging into a new server, Adrian, Miguel, and Jorge, or Jorge, but Jorge in Spanish sounds like Jorge, so we'll call him Jorge. They greet each other and also complain that their last survival didn't go well at all, so they started over. After that, the guys go to extract resources, as always the first tree and the first workbench, and of course craft a pickaxe for mining stone. Then Jorge realizes that the guys crafted swords for themselves, and it was useless, so he wonders why they did it. But what the friends answer is, all this is for killing cows. Jorge is a little confused, but he didn't say anything else to this and also commanded the guys that they need to go get the stone. Follow me. After that, the guys go after Jorge and altogether break the stone. Jorge runs away from the guys for the first time and starts crafting stone items for himself. At the same time, his friends are still breaking the stone and extracting some resources that were in the rock. Jorge tells his friends that he urgently needs wool so that they can spend the night. Well, it seems that the friends are still engaged in resource extraction, so Jorge silently goes to get wool. Jorge kills sheep and extracts wool, after which he crafts a bed, lies down on it, and writes to his friends to leave the world. To which the friends answer that they cannot sleep together in the same bed. The friends stand their ground and tell Jorge to leave on his own, after which Miguel lies down on the bed, and Adrian and Jorge leave the world. After the guys come back in, Jorge asks Miguel to give him back the bed, but he refuses and demonstratively holds the bed in his hands, and also calls Jorge a good boy for leaving the world. This time, Jorge also doesn't say anything and commands his friends to move on. At the end of this video, nothing unusual happens. The guys are just getting resources to build houses for themselves. Jorge says that I'll post this video now and then come back. It seems that nothing unusual happened, but now we saw the beginning of a big conflict. Jorge tries to command his friends, telling them what to do. Apparently, this is not the first time, and the guys definitely don't like it, after which a conflict occurs over one bed. Jorge got resources for it and lay down first, and also asked his friends to leave the world. But for them, this was like a concession for Jorge, whom they apparently don't like. Apparently, they did not agree, and Jorge had to leave himself. This will lead to very sad consequences. And we move on to the next video. April 12th. Everything starts from the same moment where the events of the last video ended. The boys continue to cut down the forest, and Jorge says that they need to build a house, and it would be great if Miguel started building it while we continue to collect resources. This time, Miguel fulfills Jorge's demands. Jorge cuts down the forest, and Miguel prepares the foundation for the house. Miguel and Adrian start fighting each other. Jorge runs in and tells the guys not to fight and to continue working. Jorge starts building his own house out of wood. He also runs into Miguel's house, where there are already signs that this is Adrian's house. Jorge asks if this is your house, to which Adrian replies, yes. And Jorge tells him, but Miguel built it. After that, Adrian replies, okay, this is not my house, I did not build it. Jorge comes back and finishes building the house, and then notices that its entrance was covered with earth. Moreover, earth appeared during the entire construction of the house. His friends trolled him all this time. Jorge did not like this, and this time he could not stand it. He went outside and killed Miguel. Although later he writes in the chat that he did not do it on purpose and just wanted to hit Miguel once, but he had one heart. This time Miguel understands everything, but Adrian takes his things and a conflict between the two friends occurs. Miguel kills Adrian and takes his and his things. Jorge asks Miguel why he did it, to which Miguel replies that he took his things and Jorge decides to ban Adrian. From this video, we understand that Jorge is somehow too serious about what his friends do. They troll each other, they also troll Jorge, which Miguel does not understand. He wants serious survival. But his friends survive in a completely different way, and of course they do not like Jorge's imperiousness at all, and in the next video they will want to punish him. Let's move on to the next video, and it also happened on April 12th. We are watching from the perspective of Miguel, who has already made peace with Adrian, and in general, most likely they did not quarrel but simply trolled each other. Jorge is currently logged out of the server, he's busy uploading videos to YouTube, and Miguel and Adrian are discussing Jorge. They're speaking Spanish, and it's pretty hard to translate, but I'll try to at least briefly explain what they're talking about. Adrian and Miguel are talking about how Jorge has become kind of bossy. They don't like following his orders, they want to survive in their own way. Jorge always wants the guys to do whatever he says, and all their previous survivals have turned into some kind of hell. And this time the guys want to teach him a lesson. They'll destroy his house and fill it with dirt, and also make a trap for Jorge. They want Jorge to go mining for resources while they do horrible things to his house. The rest of the video is spent mining for resources to do what they've planned. They start by crafting a stone shovel, and of course they mine the dirt around their house. After fighting a large number of monsters, they realize that they have enough land and go home to sleep. This is where the video ends. The conflict continues. The guys decided to take revenge on Jorge. They want to ruin his series, which he so zealously films. Jorge wanted to make a serious series where he survives with friends, commands them, and uploads it all to YouTube. But the guys decided to destroy his series. Let's move on to the next video. Jorge enters the world after uploading the video and tells the guys that they need to go to the mine to get resources. The guys make excuses for a long time and then come up with an excuse. They need to make a farm. Adrian and Miguel will work on the farm so that they have food, and Jorge will go to the mine to get iron and coal. Of course, it is rather strange for two to build a farm, but Jorge does not say anything and goes for resources alone. He goes to the very place where they mine stone and digs a ladder down, but then he realizes that it is useless and takes too long, so he decides to go on a journey and looks for a mine. Jorge finds iron and coal, mines it, and writes to the guys that he found some iron and coal, to which they answer him that it is too little. Obviously, the guys need more time to implement their plan and destroy Jorge's house. Jorge did not suspect anything at all and went on a further journey to find a larger mine. Jorge finally finds a large mine, but it is too dangerous. He does not have a sword and armor to fight monsters. He builds a small bridge out of wood and mines some iron. In the same mine, he overcooks it and decides to go home because it's too dangerous. When he gets home, he sees that his house has turned into dirt. Jorge doesn't understand what happened, but he sees that his friends have left the game and the house is completely covered with dirt. All this time, he was trying to get resources for his friends and himself, and his friends were building a farm. They didn't do it. The video ends with Jorge trying to get into his house. On April 14th, his friends join the world. Jorge asks why they did this, to which his friends answer that it's a gift for Jorge. He also notices signs that say that this is a vegetable garden for Jorge, I hope you like it. The guys ask Jorge how much iron he got, but he replies that he won't give them anything and goes home. At this time, his friends gloat and laugh at him in the chat, and Jorge crafts iron tools for himself. After this, Jorge comes to his senses and tells the guys that he wants to get some resources and he needs food. The guys give him food, and Jorge again goes off alone to get iron, probably to bring it to his friends. On his way, Jorge finds a village, which he robs and gets some iron from a golem. The guys tell him that this is not enough, let him go and get some more. Jorge does so. He goes to a rather dangerous mine, gets iron, and then a skeleton almost kills him. But Jorge survives. He takes cover in a building made of earth and begins to fry the iron at this time. After a while, he gets some more resources and goes home to the coordinates. Finally, he gets home and throws the iron he got to his friends, but they say that this is not enough. 17 iron is just nothing. On this day, Jorge's adventures with his friends ended, as did his friendships. In general, a typical situation for an ordinary person of his age. A quarrel with friends begins, and friends are interesting trolls, who ended up killing their friend in the game. And then they seem to start behaving too cruelly, mocking Jorge, laughing at him, and also saying that he does almost nothing. Everything he got is too little. Although if you watch the full episode, you can see how Jorge tries to help his friends get resources. At this time, they do nothing. Well, I think you understood that. Perhaps at that moment while Jorge was gone, they were preparing another insidious plan to humiliate Jorge. But at the beginning of the video, I said that this story is very sad and the ending will be bad. Let's find out. After all, we only have 2 videos left on Jorge's channel. April 15th. Jorge returns to the server, but it seems like his friends have long since left. Jorge starts complaining and talking about his unsuccessful life. Let me try to retell what he said. I apologize in advance for the translation. Spanish is a rather difficult language. Hi everyone, yesterday I was thinking about this and noticed that Miguel and Adrian changed their attitude and now they are more aggressive towards me. I don't know because I think about it all the time. Probably from the very beginning of survival in the world of Minecraft. I was a heavyweight who never stopped commanding, and maybe they did not feel good and did not agree with my point of view of our path to survival. All because I am too heavy, and I could not stop commanding, and maybe they did not feel good. As for my personal life, everything is bad for me. My parents are in the process of divorce, my ex-friends do not appreciate me anymore, and I am doing badly in school. I feel like I'm a loser and that I should never have been born into this world. I have no one to date anymore. All I can do is cry, and if I wanted to wait for time to pass. I don't know how to perceive this situation. I only have 2 options in my mind. Live and suffer, wherever, or end this life. I'll probably choose option B, but okay. I'll go a few days without uploading a video. Goodbye. For now, I don't want to discuss what Jorge said. Let's look at the last video on his channel. It happens 3 days later on April 18th, and it was recorded with a microphone. I hope these sounds don't scare you, just know that this is all fiction, a series, etc. Yes, Jorge chose the second option to leave this world. You will say that why did he do it? He ended his journey because of the game in Minecraft. The combination of the game in Minecraft with his friends, as well as problems in real life, played a very bad role. Playing Minecraft with friends, this conflict was just a catalyst for Jorge's overall problem. This is how the story of Jorge's channel ends, with such a terrible and sad video. There is no intricate plot, no subtext. This is just the story of Jorge's channel, which ended in tragedy. This can be a lesson for you, ordinary viewers who also have problems like me. But you should never give up, even if too many problems have accumulated and you do not want to do anything at all and live in this world. Just know that after a black streak, there is always a white one, and everything will get better at some point. Giving up is the last thing you can do. Then what's the point of giving up if there are many options for solving problems? The same time that can pass and everything will change. Jorge's story is the story of a player who gave up because of a large number of problems. His friends are a big catalyst for this problem. Jorge wanted to prove himself at least somewhere, at least in the game Minecraft, but his friends did not like it. I think that if they knew about his life problems, they probably would have corrected the situation and did not become so aggressive. But of course, it depends on the character of his friends and their intelligence. I hope that Jorge is okay and someone uploaded this video and he survived, but we did not see the following videos, and Jorge will come to his senses over time, if of course he is alive at all. Special thanks to the YouTuber from Spain and the link to his channel in the description. He collected all this information together and sometimes made text with pictures. He collected all the dialogues that I then transferred, and it was much more convenient to make this video, so special thanks to him. If you like the video of this format, where there is nothing abnormal but just stories from life, although sometimes with a sad ending. In general, if you want more of these formats, then subscribe to my channel, put your like and write in the comments that we need to do more of this. The video is coming to an end. Thank you all and bye-bye.